trying to switch over from corn to soybeans, and so I got for combining, and I got a lot of different stuff going on today. And what am I doing? I am watching an online auction on a truck that was repossessed that needs work, and I got 2 minutes to go and I'm a leading bid, and so I'm just sitting here just going, okay, we can wait 2 minutes. Everything in life can wait 2 minutes. So I'm gonna keep watching the rest of that. It's just funny. The things that are just fun, you know, the things that just make life fun. So I'm watching this on my phone. The countdown just went from 2 minutes down to 58 seconds. Gotta love technology. I'll let you know in a minute if I'm happy or not. All right, so it says closed. If you're familiar with the online auctions, I can tell you so many times that last like 1 minute or 10 seconds or 30 seconds, it always gets extended out. This one did not. It just closed. And yes, I now own a 2001 Dodge 2500 with a 24 valve Cummins that doesn't have a turbo, doesn't have a front bumper, doesn't have a front grille, missing dash components, but it was $2,700. Now the kicker, it's in Oklahoma, which I'm in Minnesota, so you don't have to know a whole lot about distances to realize that's a few states away. Oh well, road trip. All right, well, it has been a busy afternoon. I'm at the DMV. I got title transferred. I got my temporary plate. So it's official, the Dodge down in Oklahoma is mine. Actually, the greater good though, we got our temporary plate and we got our title transferred. And so just having that done, nice feeling. You know, when it's all said and done, it's just a nice feeling knowing, hey, everything should be legal. When we cross state lines, there should be no red flags, nothing like that. And yeah. Yep, I was gonna. Adam just about fell, and he's like, you should salt this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna, before my dad comes out. All right, though, but look what showed up. We have probably an exhaust manifold and a turbo. Cheapest eBay turbo we could find with the exhaust pipe. Yep. Oh, later this week we're going to get this 24 valve, and so we're setting it up where hopefully we have everything we need to make it run. So we'll find out. But yeah, it's kind of cool when stuff shows up. And our very fearsome porch cats are guarding our property in fear of porch pirates. So yeah, the porch pirates got to get past those. Yeah, the heck with the dogs and the security cameras. No, it's the cats that sit on the boxes. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Well, we've had kind of a fun morning. It's a Sunday morning. Yesterday we wrapped up some spreading stuff, and so today I can just tell it's always funny. I used to feel bad about this when after you worked really hard and then you just have that like day where no momentum. It's fun for me now. I see it in other people and I'm just like, no, it's okay, guys. We've earned this. Like, we're all tired. It's okay. Don't feel bad. So we actually, to get our mind off the real work, we've been playing around here. What we got here, we got exhaust manifold, turbo lines, basically all the parts we're taking with us to go down to Oklahoma to pick up this truck. And we were just kind of test fitting. So here's the elbow we need for the, this cold side. Yeah. You refer to it in cool ways like hot side, cold side. I'm just like intake and exhaust side. Intercooler. Yeah. So that'd be considered the cold air. So this would go here, and this would be the cold air into the intercooler, right? Yep. This is what they call hot side. Yep. For the exhaust side. Yep. But today's kind of fun. We're just fitting everything, and then we were actually sitting here going through the phones, checking out the pictures, and so seeing if there was anything else before we leave that we might want to add to the parts list. And so far, I think we're doing pretty good. Looks like we got everything. We're just waiting for the turbo boots for this to show up for our intercooler. Otherwise, we got oil line, we got turbo, we got exhaust manifold studs, we got turbo studs, we got all the gaskets, we got oil line. So fingers crossed, we're hoping we got everything so we can bolt this on and drive it home, because driving it home is so much more fun than pulling it on a trailer. Yep. All right, so what we've been working on, it's been one of those mornings. Good, but yet I'm running behind schedule. What we're working on so far this morning, This truck has your old traditional halogen headlights, and as everything in life has advanced in the last 20 years, so I think this is a 2000 model truck, your more modern LED headlights are nicer and brighter and blah, blah, blah. There is one other issue when you're driving down the road. If you have your old halogens and you're driving down the road and half the vehicles have LEDs, they kind of block out your own vision. So what we found over the years is if we can update some of the trucks with some LEDs, put better halogen lights in the front end of it, you just have way better visibility. So that's what I'm working on today. This truck already had, for in the field, this truck already had some really cool LEDs up front, but over the course of fall, they burnt out, which is usually how things just go. Usually at this point at the end of the fall, we're just like, okay, what's not dead? Let's start there. So this morning, I've been building this here, this bracket here, cutting out, this was just a section of steel that I started cutting out these kind of squares for these lights here. And so a little later today, I'm gonna start tracking down all the wiring, but later today we're gonna get this mounted up, everything wired in, etc. I kind of got all the fabrication done for right now. Right now I'm gonna switch gears and start going after the electrical. And yeah, I was hoping this was only gonna take about 2 hours. I was hoping this was only gonna take about an hour. I'm about 2 hours into it right now. And well, that's just kind of the way it goes. So I was working on wiring our lights, and Adam came up to me. I just started laughing. So this air filter I know is not that old. I think we put it in when we went to Colorado in 21. We moved the dirt. You can probably see a build date. But Adam comes up to me. He's like, "Yeah, the restrictor. What do they call those?"
I think it's a filter minder, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Basically, there's this little gadget that tells you when it's time to change the air filter, and that was on, and so we pulled this filter out because I bet there's only 30,000 miles on this, and when I seen it, I just knew. I'm like, yep, the downside of pulling the trucks behind the spreaders and farm equipment, your first vehicle's driving, and then it kicks up all kinds of dust, and then the vehicle being driven, that kind of picks it all up. Sorry, dude. Well, anyways, we got a new one. We're gonna throw that in it. And where'd you set the new one? Yeah, it's someplace. But we got a new filter. But yeah, when I seen this, oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, look, 2.9 of 21.
Yep.
Wow.
I guess I shook the dust off.
Yeah, as our dog and cat are in a fight. But yeah, that's the downside of farm trucks and being in tow. Because I'll guarantee you, most of that dirt came from just being towed behind a tractor and spreader or other farm equipment. So yeah, but look, this side's way dirtier than this side, and that's the good thing. Filter did its job.
Yep.
As the cat and dog get mad. Kind of funny, it never fails. The trailer I need is loaded, so I'm gonna get all the straps off and get this tile unloaded because this is the trailer I want to use to take to Oklahoma. So here we go. Well, good news. We got the trailer deck empty there, and I'm just gonna grab the skid loader and push her home. It's only a mile. That's way easier than getting a pickup. Well, it's kind of funny. I was just testing the emergency brakes on the trailer, and they were working, and then they stopped, and I couldn't figure out, like, that's weird. They were just working. Well, then I got on and looked at the little LED. The little LED light had gone out, which means just the battery's worn down, which is probably about right. This trailer hasn't been hooked into a pickup in probably about a month and a half. So you plug in the trailer light plug-in, and it automatically charges the battery off the truck. This one I think is just a little tired from not being hooked into a vehicle lately. So at least they're working. Well, it's snowing. It never fails. I'm trying to get on the road to Oklahoma tomorrow, and I need that trailer and that truck. And truck we got pretty much ready to go. Trailer needs a little bit of work, but we've just been pounded with snow, and it's still snowing. It's supposed to quit snowing sometime tonight and early tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping we can get on the road, or get on the road then. But right now, I'm gonna grab the shovel and start digging out truck and trailer, and get the trailer in the shop so we can get work done to that. And it's just always something, that's for sure. But no, gotta keep moving forward. Here we go. It is January 3rd, and we're going after my Christmas present to myself. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Okay, back in October, I bought this 2001 Dodge 2500 with a 24 valve Cummins diesel motor in it. And it's a bank repossessed, and it's missing a bunch of stuff. It does not run. It doesn't have a grill. It doesn't have a front bumper. It doesn't have a turbo. We kind of found out too, looking at scanning through pictures, it doesn't have an alternator. And I've been trying to go and get this thing. Tried in November, that didn't work out. Weather turned to crap. I went in December, and that didn't work out. Weather went to crap. I was shooting for this week in January, and even though we've got hit with a pretty nice, bragging right, snowstorm, this time I'm not quitting. We're going for it. So tomorrow, we're trying to leave, but we were packing everything up for the truck and the trailer tonight. We got the winch working tonight. We actually welded in a kind of a square tubing for a receiver hitch, so we can actually mount the winch. We have the winch mounted on a receiver hitch, and that's our backup plan, is we winch it onto the trailer. Our initial goal is to try and get this thing running, and because we bought the cheapest eBay turbo I could find with the exhaust flange on it. So we're gonna try bolting on a turbo, an alternator, and some other miscellaneous parts and see if we can't make it run and drive it home. Because, you know, why not? But for tonight, we're here. The shop, the humidity's gotta be like 95% right now. We've been bringing in trucks and trailers, trying to thaw them out with the snow. We've been plowing snow. Yeah, Adam had to plow a huge snowbank out in front of this truck so we could get it out of the snowdrift, into the shop, get it to thaw. And it's just been a long, not nerve-wracking, but just like long, intense day. What's your take?
Looking forward to it.
Another road trip?
Yeah, hopefully one to remember.
So when we went after Rado, we didn't realize at the time we were dodging the storm of the century. Back in 21, this was the storm that shut Texas down for 3 days, and we were barely staying ahead of it. And the two-wheel drive Ford pickup pulling a trailer down. Yeah, no trailer brakes. This time I know the trailer brakes are working. Down the side of the Eisenhower Pass. So I don't think this one's going to be nearly as white-knuckled as that was. But that one was nerve-wracking. Being a single guy, no kids, I'm fine with the thought of going to the afterlife. I just was worried about killing him because he was a senior in high school at the time.
Yep.
That way you lied to your parents about where you're going. Did you have to lie this time, or were you just like, hey, I'm leaving?
Yeah, I just didn't ask them any questions.
Oh, it's kind of funny. I am trying to get to Oklahoma. We're going to try and leave tonight, but I got a lot of trucking to do. But if you can see with the snow pile and the skid loader up there going, my dad's in that. We have been busy getting everything ready, but also busy plowing snow. And this is one of those things with the farm. We still got animals here. We still got hogs here. And we gotta, before I leave, I always got to make sure I always got to make sure my mom and dad have vehicles that start and run so they can get to their various appointments. I always got to make sure I can get feed trucks in and out for the hog barn, and also if they haul hogs, all that stuff. And then I got to make sure I can get out to do the trucking I got to do. So before we can leave, I got to do a whole bunch of plowing. And this was one of the bigger storms. This one, I guess, ranked number 14 all-time snowfall accumulation in like 4 days. So, you know, top 15, not bad. But I don't do this too often, but I actually got the 8440 running in the back shed, and that's a big four-wheel drive tractor with a big blade on the front, and that makes short work of this. So I'm gonna go hop in that and start plowing. My dad right now is kind of back dragging around all the buildings and pushing in the main windrow. My dad's pulling all the snow away from the buildings, which is kind of the strategic way of doing it. And I'm gonna come in with the 8440 and just blast open the big routes. And then I might try and sneak over to my neighbors and see if he needs some help plowing, because he's older. But yeah, here we go. All so I can get to Oklahoma to pick up a Dodge that I don't need, but it's really cool. I'm hoping it's cool. Yeah, it's cool the way it is. No bumper, no grill. All part of the fun of life. Well, you can see there's my dad scraping the driveway. So after we get the initial snow plowed, now what we're doing is actually scraping it down. And what that means is we want to cut as much snow and ice off of it. This snowstorm was a little different. It wasn't pure snow. It started off as snow, then went to rain, then went to snow. So we actually have a layer of ice on the driveway. And if you see kind of behind me here, the black, the goal is to get as black as we can, because even with the split, you can't quite see it there. Nope. Okay, so even with this little bit of sunshine we're getting in these warm temps, this will melt and start to melt. So that's what my dad's doing. We got the initial snow plowed, and yeah, we got the initial snow plow. Now we're just doing some scraping, and heck yeah. Right now, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do at 6 o'clock this morning, and that is start truck driving, because I'm still trying to get to Oklahoma tonight, but we'll see how that goes. One step at a time. So even though I'm trying to get on the road to Oklahoma and I got like 6 hours of trucking to do before I even leave for that, part of the whole making sure mom and dad are okay while I'm gone, I am gonna hurry up and get my mom's edge in the shop so that melts. Yeah, I should be getting on the road, but whatever. You guys want to hear the good news or the bad news first?
Can we make predictions?
Well, we can do that too. Here was the bad news. We're leaving late, but you're used to single guy time. Single self-employed, work all the time. We're getting on the road like 3 hours later than I thought we were gonna. But the good news is we're like 6 hours earlier than when we left to go to go get Rado. I see it!
Southwest 3rd Street. Arrived.
Oh dude, that already looks good. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, in the footage you will never see, ever, because we're really bored and we're just checking out mics and audio. We're purposely dropping stuff to see if our mic has, with our rabbit's foot, or whatever windsock, actually kills a little bit of the background noise. So, yeah, we don't really know how to test it, so we're doing anything we can. But this is how a lot of stuff in the shop starts. Yeah, Adam's just always fidgety because he's young and has all the energy in the world. So what we're curious is if our noise sock rabbit's foot actually will drown out more background noise than the iPhone 13 monitor. That is really like you.